Look, he goes without saying, I got a tremendous amount of respect for Sean and everything about him. And probably the greatest compliment I can give to him is that he believed in me always, and he gave me that shot as a player and a coach. I don't know how long I've been in this league, over 20 years. But, you know, you're talking about 8 as a player, 5 as a coach. I mean, that's my career has been with him. And so I see football the way he sees it. That's what I learned. That's how I learned, for the most part, between he and then the time I spent with Coach Parcells, which heavily influenced Coach Payton as well.
It's a great hidden storyline for this game, and it's not all that hidden if you follow the NFL. Sean Payton and Dan Campbell been together a long time, and now they square off for the first time with both as head coaches, although I don't know. Did the Lions and the Saints play in Campbell's first year in Detroit and Payton's last year in New Orleans? Maybe they did. This one, though, has significant stakes. Broncos trying to win their division, Lions trying to hold on. Lions have had a rough go. It's amazing they've gone 2-2 the last 4 games, Peter, because the last 4 games they have not been the same team that they were earlier this year, and they could have lost all 4 of those games instead of split them.
Well, going back 5 games, the Detroit Lions, who had been playing good defense up to that point this year, starting with the opener in Kansas City where they really held Patrick Mahomes in check, the last 5 games, they have given up at least 26 points in every game, and that includes 2 against the Chicago Bears, who obviously you don't consider to be the 27 Yankees in terms of firepower. So this is a game that, in my opinion, when we always do the Show Me Something, and I thought of doing Show Me Something Aaron Glenn, the Lions defensive coordinator. You're facing a very imaginative offense with Sean Payton, a quarterback who's gotten his career back on the right track in Russell Wilson, a great receiver in Cortland Sutton, a really good running back in Javonte Williams. Huge, huge test for the Detroit Lions.
And Jared Goff, that was the 4th name that Cam Newton mentioned, quarterbacks who are game managers. And of the 4, Goff is the closest to that definition of just don't screw it up. We've got the pieces in place, just don't screw it up. Montez Sweat, the Bears defensive end, told me after Chicago beat Detroit on Sunday, they just wanted to get the 3rd down. See, because when it's 3rd down, whose job is it to move the chains? It's the quarterback's job. If they could get to 3rd down, they were confident they could stop the Lions. And Goff had initially 2 more turnovers on Sunday. It later became 3 because the fumble that was originally charged at the center was later changed and charged to him. So he's got 9 turnovers in the last 4 games. That's not the way for him to get a new contract in Detroit. That's not the way for him to hold off Hendon Hooker or somebody else next year. That may be the end result of this season. They've decided this guy can get us to a certain point, but if we want to go higher, we got to go better at the quarterback position. It's up to him. 4 games left, prime time. Everyone's watching on Saturday night. Can he play better against the Broncos defense, which has gotten a lot better than it was in week 3 when it gave up 70 points to the Dolphins, Peter?
Mike, the Broncos have been turning over opposing offenses as well. And Goff and the Lions offense have turned it over 10 times in the last 4 games. So that's one more reason to say that, look, unless the Lions turn it around and play a lot better, which has been uncharacteristic of them on defense, and they don't turn it over as much, I mean, Denver has a heck of a shot to get within a half game of the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday night at Ford Field.
Great lineup of games on Saturday and plenty of great games on Sunday.
Think so
when
too.
We return,
Impressive.
We broaden the lens, and we will issue our challenges as we do every Friday to the various individuals, coaches, whoever. They need to step up and show us something. That's the draft, and we'll do it next year on PFT Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.